So here I am sitting at U-Haul thinking I was going to get a jump start on an early Sunday morning in order to literally just use the U-Haul to take our stuff to the dump and take the few items that we are moving, waiting to sell them into storage, which I think is dumb. But anyways, the time change last night, go figure. Me and my family do not ride the coattails of time change, and so we were unaware that this happened last night. So here I am thinking it is 8 a.m., which I guess it is 8:10. I get here and it says 9 a.m. So I guess I've just wasted my time and I'm leaving and we'll be back later. So I would say that what we are doing right now is definitely the biggest change I've ever made in my life by choice. Now, in the past, I've been through multiple seasons in my life where things were taken from me, or my whole life was taken from me, whether it be my freedom or all my possessions, my child, my parents, a friend, a loved one. I've just been through a lot of that, and so I've grown to be a person who is really good at adapting to change. So much so that I actually bring change on myself all the time, even when I'm in a really good situation or a good season of my life. I get bored with everything going so well that I make a change to shake things up. Sometimes those changes have a negative effect on me in a way, but overall, it ends up being a good thing in the end. I just like to make myself uncomfortable so that I move and don't stay in the same place and become complacent. I have learned that if I do that to myself, almost like afflicting myself, that when changes do come or when outside affliction comes, it just doesn't affect me as much. And I can take it really, really well because I have made the choice to do it myself type thing. I notice that with my loved ones and people on social media that are responding to our life and our stories and what we have to say, they are all very scared of change. They run from it, they hide from it, they put themselves in bad situations because they're in fear of it. And I have watched that destroy people. And I've watched people so attached to what they have and what they're currently doing that any little disruption feels like their life is ending. And we have really learned to not put so much into the stuff and people we have around us. I think that has really helped us navigate life and take on new things with an awesome attitude and be looking and seeking for new doors to open and new doors to shut. I am very, very excited for this new life, and I love the people I'm doing it with, and I enjoy being around them 24/7. So I am just super over the top excited and can't wait for what our future holds. So here I am pulling into Oriana's. Now, when we're here in Traverse City, Oriana's is just our go-to place for food and pretty much everything we consume. The little bit of supplements that we do buy typically can be found at Oriana's. Anything that we can't find there, we usually go the route of ordering online, which yes, takes a couple of days, but we have been able to really train ourselves to not be hasty about purchases and able to wait a few days to get our items in order to get the right thing. We've found that instant gratification and buying things immediately and running to Walmart every time we need a little thing causes us a loss of time, and it really works against us when building our character and reminding ourselves that stuff is not important. We can really get by and make do without a bunch of random stuff. So Oriana's for prunes. My family and I eat prunes every day. It is something that we have taught ourselves to like. And so we only eat like 4 or 5 every day. And I guess some days we skip it if we're on the carnivore diet or if we have diarrhea, we'll skip prunes. Are they not open yet? Oh, okay. Thank goodness. I know I'm a little early, but I'm not even going to get a cart because it's just prunes. And prune aisle. Morning. Morning. All right. So let's look for the fresh prunes first. That must be organic, of course. Let's see. Here's prunes, organic, no oils. That's our things we're looking for. All right, we're gonna get us a bag. So, of course, I went for prunes, and then my husband texted me talking about we need more bone broth and beef tallow. So there was very little bone broth there, but I got the stock on the shelf, and then I remembered that we needed salt because, well, I sold my 22 bags of salt that we had stocked up on for our bulk amount, and lo and behold, now we're out. But here we are. Sun is coming up. I got my Oriana grocery stuff needed, and I am heading back home, and I will try to go get the U-Haul when it opens instead of an hour early. Currently moving out. We started with breakfast of pancakes, trying to keep the place clean in the midst of all this mess. Come get all the junk. Come, because we are done. Boop, 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 boop. Garbage. And we're doing it. We're done here.
Our only possessions we're taking somewhere are empty bottles. We're gonna take the racks to store them on.
Yep.
In the building, but the rest of the stuff is for sale.
Oh, it's done recording.
Hi.
What you eating?
Bread with butter.
Oh yeah, that butter didn't
These
get melted
potholes
too
are about to be real serious.
serious.
So we're in a U-Haul. Are taking our possessions, like all the big TVs and all that stuff, and giving it to my children from a past marriage. And we're in a U-Haul, and I figured I would share my reasons with my wife why I wasn't allowed to go get the U-Haul truck. So some years back, when I was in the conditions of my life, I was running across the country. I had U.S. Marshals after me. I had a U.S. Marshal APB out for me. And that's just wild stuff. Like, you can't even have a phone on you. They're tracking everything that could possibly be related to you. But my vehicle broke down in California. And they had me labeled armed and dangerous. And my vehicle broke down in California. And I had this bright idea that I'd just go run a U-Haul for $20. And that would be my vehicle until my vehicle got fixed.
They're like, oh, that sucks.
And so I rented the U-Haul, and I spent probably about a week and a half before the U.S. Marshals apprehended me. U-Haul, and U-Haul didn't want to, you know, they didn't do anything bad to me or anything. They didn't even file any charges against me. But yeah, they might spit on me if I went in there. I'm unsure, but they're definitely not sure of that. I still drive them.
You do it well.
I do it well.
What you doing there?
I'm painting my bread with butter.
With butter, huh?
Yeah.
Butter's good stuff, huh?
Real butter, not fake butter.
Right.
Right.
Good point.
Glad my daughter knows the difference.
Definitely. We're on round 2.
Yeah.
Round 2. And they did 5-star reviews on phones. That's what we need.
I think this road gets a 1 star. If there was a no stars, that's what it would get.
No,
but there's 1 star.
No, I mean for the vehicle for driving.
Oh yeah, for the
Oh, yeah,
all place.
I get a 5-star for